Is this the part of the movie where I have to ally with my enemy to take down a greater evil? Well then, so there are some shenanigans going on in the Pokemon community right now, guys, and I will give the heads up that there is going to be some strong language, because this is some of the most fucked up shit I have ever seen out of Pokemon, guys. So Wolfe Glick has effectively been doxxed, therefore they could get his IP address to find out what alt he is using on Pokemon Showdown to then snipe his teams. And yes, that is something that has happened in the Pokemon community right now. So you might notice with these exposed videos, I'm not trying to target people, I'm trying to target problems. That, sure, I have gone after Wolfe in the past, but that doesn't mean that he is not a victim in any situation. He is certainly a victim, and this is more bullshit than almost anything I've ever covered on this channel with what has happened to Wolfe right now. And I'm still in disbelief, because it gets even worse. Like, the more we go into this, the parody, the people involved, it's absolutely nuts. I mean, look at this. People on Pokemon Showdown making these names to troll Wolfie and not getting banned because the mods are involved and they're the ones that are actually doing this. That a mod on Pokemon Showdown was the one that ended up getting Wolfe's IP address to find his alt because there was suspicion of someone using a similar team to Wolfe and playing as though Wolfe was playing. Therefore, we need to get that team and we need to have an unfair advantage against him. So this is his tweet right here. Several people on Pokemon Showdown known to leak teams. So they've done this in the past, and they've actually done it to Wolfe in the past as well, now have the ability to alt check. Heads up! So people have done this in the past, have worked their way up through moderation status, and can now grab IPs, and guess what? They're all fucking liars, as well as we get deeper into this. So there's going to be a couple of names popping up. We're going to see this guy right here, Blaira, and we're also going to see this guy right here, Enosh. They are in it, and also Nails, but Nails comes in later in the story. So I will give a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm not 100% sure of what's happened because there's a lot of tweets and there are a lot of posts. But going off the timeline, this happened at 8 a.m. on the 13th of February, so it's the 14th as I'm recording this and whatnot. And we can kind of stitch this together as it unfolds. So hopefully you can figure out what's going on. I plan on filing a complaint, but it doesn't solve the problem that you all still have the ability to reveal alts, and have done so in the past, and also have done so right here. To gain competitive advantage, one of the high ups is friends with a bunch of these guys. So let's get into what happened. One of the higher up mods actually IP checked one of the accounts that was kind of looking like Wolfe's account, and then was found out that it came from Virginia Tech. So we have this right here, Enosh. I can tweet about it, but I don't want to reveal that alt just yet because I probably was dumb. Why are you worried about Virginia Tech? Did you IP check the alt? Yes, that was IP checked Virginia Tech. So Wolfe Glick goes to Virginia Tech, and he is a very predominant VGC player who likes certain Pokemon and has a certain style of playing. So when you see a Virginia Tech IP address from a high-ranked Pokemon Showdown player, you can piece together it's Wolfie, and that's what they did. They doxed his IP to find out that it was him to get his alt, to then figure out like how his team was playing and stuff like that, just for the confirm, because when you're high ladder and you're seeing this guy go around beating up people, you're already familiar with the team, you're familiar with the playstyle, and then you can go and find the alt, and that is how Wolfe's alt was revealed. And then we have Enosh. I didn't abuse any power to reveal your alt. I can't alt check. You is general. Did any of your goons use their power in Pokemon Showdown to reveal my alt? I don't think so. That's not how alt check works, even though we find out later that yes, the IP was found. That's what that Skype conversation was for. Actually, as we can see, the Skype conversation was from 15 hours ago, then 12 hours ago was a confrontation, and Wolfe was tweeting out a lot of these things, but eventually he goes and makes a twit longer because a lot of people are confused, like, what are these random Skype posts? What are these random DM posts? What's going on right now? So on January 31st, my alt, the Elemental Wizard, was revealed via Nails. So this is Nails, he's also involved. So yeah, Nails used IP check to identify I was playing from Virginia Tech through his powers on Showdown. So he abused his mod powers, and this is very problematic to me for a number of reasons. I'm well aware that scouting is a part of the game. When I test on Pokemon Showdown, I'm well aware that I'm at risk of being discovered and having my teams identified. In 2015, my alt was discovered because of all the replays and had teams featuring Scrafty, therefore he can't have true anonymity. Now, that's also an issue right there, that, yeah, and we might have some disagreement, me, Wolfe, the rest of the community, but when you have to get someone's IP, when you have to use mod powers to find out it's an alt of a player, that's when you are breaching right there. That's it when I consider it cheating, that you have to go through this much extent to invade someone's privacy to be able to get that unfair advantage against them, because having an understanding of their team, scouting is an advantage, and how you go about that scouting is what makes it unfair or not. And also, like, scouting is just a scumbag thing in general. You can't play legitimately, so you have to try to get any advantage that you can. Now, people involved. So Nails used IP checking, which is a power not everyone has. Then he went to share that information to a chat that had prominent players and members who have personally leaked my teams to people in the past. The worst incident being last year at US Nationals, where a player in the chat shared my team to multiple top American players, going as far to walk up to the acquaintances of mine and offer them my team without prompting. That is some fucked up shit. There are people gunning for Wolfe right now, and this is where it's like, wow, we are in the position where I'm defending Wolfe, because this is absolute bullshit. This is not what the Pokemon community is about. This is not what competitive play is about. Anyone involved with this should be removed, banned, or something. Like, at least temporarily banned. Get them out of the scene for a year, because this is fucked up. This does not need to happen. And it's not like they were like, oh, we know, we don't want to hear, we don't want to hear Wolfe's ult from you. No, they were eager. They were looking for it. They were encouraging people to be like, I think that's why I'm with Enosh. From what I'm piecing together, again, I don't have the full story, but it seems like from Enosh, he battled this ult and then went, that seems like Wolfe. Then he got his buddy Nails to IP check, and then it was, I guess, confirmed with Blara that, yeah, that's Wolfe right there. So Silvally, Gigalith, Bulu, Porygon 2. The sets, the plays, the mannerisms, high ladder, no replays. Next time I'll ask, are you Wolfe? So he pretty much said, oh, I already knew. I just needed the IP to double check. Like, he already knew, so therefore it's okay to go and dox Wolfe's IP address to go and figure out. For the record, I was talking about my own alt on this Skype conversation. Yeah, bullshit, because this was 13, 15 hours ago. This was as Wolfe was tweeting it, but recently, about 6 hours ago, Nails came out and said, decide to step down from my Pokemon Showdown global moderator position to ensure there's no concerns about my abuse of the position for a competitive advantage. And that's also when this twit longer came out, so this was kind of later on the day when it was fully exposed. So yeah, he found proof that Nails was the one that did it, and he was engaging with these other players to go and leak it. So Enosh is lying right here. Also, same with Blara. I've given my piece. I won't make any conclusions for you. I just ask you to evaluate the totality of the circumstances before reserving judgment. So he puts his response in Pastebin, and he also goes and puts down the whole Skype conversations and this whole talk about it. So pretty much it was easy enough to go and justify that this was Wolfe, therefore we don't have any other involvement with this. We just found this out through natural causes, and then Nails effectively ratted them out by saying, yeah, I was the one that did it, and he stepped down from his position for it. So we have Blaramon, who is a 12th place US Nationals, 25th place at Worlds, and top 8 at Athens 2017, so an active player with very high status, lying about seeking information from Wolfe's alt to gain an unfair advantage. And then we also have Enosh doing the same thing. And Enosh, he's a really interesting player as well. Second place finishes at Regionals and Nationals, as well as a 6th place finish at Worlds. This is on his own Twitch stream right here. So that's in his like little Twitch bio. It's kind of not on the screen, but you can go to the page and find that out for yourself. Mostly because I don't have the screen region, but probably because people are going to ask anyways. There, you know, we can see it. My performance, Master Division, 2nd place, whatever, stuff like that. So these are top world players that are being involved with IP doxing for an alt account on Pokemon so they can gain an advantage. How does this community sink even lower than this bullshit, guys? I don't understand. Now, also the reason why it's this problem, that his alt was leaked to several prominent players, such as current world 2nd place. Oh man, Mr. Middle Finger finds his way in conversation once again, because we already know he's such a sporting player, and I already did a video on him pretty much exposing that the only way his team could exist is through hacking. Good job. And then also both 2013 Worlds finalists. So I guess I kind of had it wrong about VGC. They're not all buddy-buddy up there. It's fucking cutthroat. They'll dox you just to get your ult. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? And then they'll abuse mod powers. There is no limit of morality when it comes to getting an advantage to try to take down the world champion, apparently. That's some screwy stuff right there. So it does go even deeper. I was just on Pokemon Showdown. I was there just about 30 minutes ago. Nails still has his moderator power, even though Pokemon Showdown has tweeted out that he stepped down and has been removed from moderation. And we still have Blara. Blara is in this just as much. He needs to be stripped of all of his moderator powers as well, because he lied about this. He was involved with Nails and he lied about it. He gave this information. He willingly took this information. So there is a compromise right there. We cannot have a mod that is abusing this power while lying, while also being involved in this drama right there. You lose it, dude. Like, that should be it. And like I said, I would love to see these players banned, but unfortunately the Pokemon Company, they refuse to take any action when it comes to all this crap, which is why things are so bad to begin with. So, as you can see, the narrative of my videos, it's not about targeting one person, it's about targeting issues. I've been saying it's the community, that the community gets worse and worse. Pokemon community, VGC community, Nugget Bridge community, Showdown, Smogon, all these communities just get worse and worse. That's why I call it out. I have to expose this, I have to reveal this and be like, no guys, whenever I say something's bad, it's because it's fucking bad. So that's kind of what we have right now, and then we can just go to the jokes. So I've seen some really messed up stuff in this chat. Wolfe's IP VGC, why is this guy not banned immediately? We have mods that were actively involved in this whole situation involving Wolfe's IP address. There was also, I think it was like Wolfe's 5 proxy server or Wolfe's proxy server. There was a lot of names going through. I saw one that was like 1.6.wolf or something to kind of like, or 1.0. whatever. It looked like an IP address and then it ended in Wolfe. But no, these people aren't getting banned, and they're just being pieces of shit. Like, you don't make fun of someone's information getting leaked like that, and then it's just congratulate. Oh, look at that. Good joke, guys. Good joke, guys. That's the Pokemon Showdown community, guys. This is the VGC community. This is how shitty the Pokemon community has gotten. Where we're joking about this information leak, and then we're still rewarding these people and not removing them from power after abusing their power as well. So, that's kind of what pissed me off the most. That's when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is even worse than I could have imagined. So, we have some issues right there, guys, and yeah, I don't really know what else there is to be said about it. Also, Wolfe kind of blamed this. Like, it is an advantage. Like, scouting does give an unfair advantage, for sure. I went 5-4 at Nationals last year when my team was leaked by one of the members of this group in question. So they've already tried to hurt Wolfe's performance before, and it actually worked. He went 5-4, and it's the only tournament he ever lost more than 3 games in his 6+ years of playing. So they made it sting on Nationals, and now they're trying to do the same to the current world champion. Isn't that fucked? Oh, another thing that was really fucked. People, nothing but respect for your decisions. Sorry it had to end up like this. Sorry that it had to end up like, what, sorry you got caught for leaking an alternate team and giving it to other VGC players that you're friends with? Nothing but respect for leaking Wolfe? What? This is how fucked up the community is. There's no wrongdoing. There's only maturity. Sorry I had to end up like this, mature thing of you to do. But it was mature that he stepped down, but you're still going to applaud the maturity of him leaking the team? Yeah? Okay, there we go. Also, with this guy, he's actually pretty prominent. As we can see right here, Philadelphia 2016, Dallas 2017, top 4. So this is a very predominant player as well. Has a huge amount of CP. Nugget Bridge Majors 16, so he got 2nd place in the 16th Nugget Bridge, and he tweets about VGC besides being, even though he's about Smogon OU and whatnot. This guy should also be banned from competitive play for quite some time. He decided to step down, yet somehow he still has his moderating powers, so I don't understand. Pokemon Company needs to step in, or the Pokemon Company needs to have a grip on what the fuck is going on. That's kind of an issue right there, and there we go, guys. So, what else is there to say? It's bullshit. Yeah. There's no reason to get involved in with competitive Pokemon. It's all elitism, it's all just out, it's all against, like, the system's against you, because there's no sportsmanship, there's no fairness, there's no rule following in Pokemon anymore, and the Pokemon Company refuses to do anything about it. So right now we just go and watch as this shit unfolds, and it's absolutely deplorable. And remember, guys, this entire discussion was about Pokemon. Fucking Pokemon. Okay, then. Okay.